yeah, that intro, man, that intro. I'm actually planning on changing quite a bit of that, actually, because I feel like the timings are slightly off, and the music could be slightly better, but as it is, I quite like it. I basically followed a tutorial I found on YouTube, and I'll put the links in the description below if anyone's interested. It's a really good tutorial, really informative, and obviously you get a really cool intro out of it, so check that out if you're interested in that sort of thing. In the meanwhile, yeah, welcome back. A lot of things have changed. I actually had a few videos in between now and this one, but I pretty much decided to skip ahead because I'm going to be changing the way in which I make Minecraft, or at least Mindcrack videos. Because before I felt like it was getting a little irksome, and like there's a lot of stuff I was doing was quite tedious, so I kept having to skip ahead to sort of get rid of the boring bits. And my plan now is, because basically I was skipping a lot of content, is to sort of do things modularly. So my plan today is I'm going to show you around what is now becoming Phoenix Labs. As you can see, I've got the tower sort of set up. I had to get quite a bit of marble for it, so that's taken me a while. But hopefully, yeah, we should be able to build something up there. We still have the Wizard's Lab to, to actually build. In the meanwhile, I'll probably, I'll just show you around, and we'll see what there is to see, really. As you can see, the front is it's a lot better than it was before. I've kind of added this new, I'm trying to settle in with my, like, wooden theme. So I've added this sort of, like, porch here. I think I might continue with that up there. I'm not sure, I kind of like the feel of the grass up there. And also, obviously, I'm putting like frames around the windows. I'm going to create like another window going diagonally up here, so it sort of fits in better. Because that space like looks kind of empty at the moment. It's quite a big white space. So that's good when they filled it in. This is going to be my front door. At the moment, there's wood blocks here, but I'm going to put basically a piece of reinforced glass and another block of reinforced stone there. So I have kind of like a peephole. But if people want to get in, like I'll show you. Just like attacking it with a drill basically does pretty much nothing. Well, it does a little bit, but it'll take a while for them to actually get in. Obviously they can break the windows, but then they'll get a rush of water to the head. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much my security protection. I know it's not really much in terms of actual protection, but yeah, it's gonna look good. Here I've got connected a red power. Yeah, a red power monitor. And later on, in like one of the next videos, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to hook this up to a computing system, and this is going to slide my door downwards. I'm not entirely sure about that little space there. It looked good in my head, but now that I've actually got the door here, it's not so good. I might see if I can make one of these into half blocks. I'm not sure about that, and try and slide in there so it doesn't kind of mess up my design here. As you can see, I've also got an electric jetpack on. These things are not actually that hard to make, and yeah, they basically allow you to fly. There's two modes. You get normal mode, which you just go up really fast, and a hover mode, which you don't go up as fast, but you hover down, so like there's no chance of you taking full damage, unless it runs out of like charge halfway down. But they do last quite a while, I have to admit. I was reasonably impressed with that. So yeah, I got the tower. It essentially just goes straight up here. I haven't really been doing much down here. I accidentally used a, well, I say accidentally, I knew what I was doing, but I misguidedly used scatter shot with the mining laser. How do I, okay, you can see it there. And basically this thing, normally it fires like a shotgun pellet, so I was hoping it would clear like this hole here, and not go down too far. But basically what it did was, the cone has a really large diameter or radius, so it spread out all the way down there, all the way like down there. I don't know if you can see any of the holes. I pretty much covered most of them up, but they were going pretty much like down there, and a few of them were going quite far into my base. I had like a few. I had to like rewire a lot of my a lot of my machines because the wiring had been taken out by the shot. It was not fun, so I'm just going to clear that out hopefully by hand. I've nearly finished this bridge here. As you can see, it's got a little bit to go. I'm gonna like add some more like supports. I definitely need one like there. And also I need to put a frame on this window somewhere. And vamp up that thing. Ah! Okay. But mainly it's good. Wizard's area is the same. I haven't done anything to that. One thing to note, I turned off Grimoire of Gear because... Oh, I thought that might be a Creeper Girl's head. No. Yeah, basically because it was making it hard to tell a lot of items apart, because it's basically stole the item IDs from a lot of them. So I couldn't tell if they were like Spawn Creeper Girl or like Nikolite or Rubies. It was ridiculous. It was mainly, the main culprits were Spawn Creeper Girl, that took up like pretty much all of these gems here, as you can see, and Iron Shards that also took up a lot of the Bluetricity stuff. Like in here, I believe those 3 were Iron Shards before. So I've given up on that idea. Unfortunately, it means I get a lot less mob variety, and I can't like buy gunpowder with my wheat anymore, which is a great shame. But yeah, other than that, I miss my Creeper Girl here. Oh, cry. Okay, but other than that, it's fine. As you can see, I also got the industrial grinder working, and that's been churning me out some diamonds. It is really good, especially like... bit of a FPS drop there. Go. Okay, as you can see here, it's really good at producing dust. This is from like not much. I've still got quite a lot of ore to actually... excuse me. Go through this thing. It's, as you can see, I'll show you where I'm pumping it out from. I've expanded this, put some bees in here. I should probably put these, it was basically because I needed to make some gear casts to make gears for teleport pipes. Then I found out that teleport pipes weren't enabled for Mindcrack, and I cried because they require a lot of diamonds. So here we've got like my input chest. I should probably cover this up. It's just because basically this is my like rough hewn teleportation place here. And I have 2 chests. One of them going through a sorting pipe. One of them is like all my ores I basically want to macerate. And the other is all the ores that can't be macerated by the industrial grinder. As you can see here. It basically means I can dump anything I like identify as an ore in here without actually having to look at to see if it's one of these ores which will appear not be macerated by the industrial grinder. If it gets into the grinder, it will clog it up. So, yeah, it's a good system I have in place. Not complex at all, but it allows me to mine quickly and just dump shit in there, pretty much. Anything else goes into these chests, as I have set up here. It's pretty nice. I need to do something with the spawner. Grrr. I need to get like a mob killer set up so I can harvest the XP maybe. Not really using it for much at the moment, but I'd like to get like a heavily enchanted diamond pick. I think that could be really cool actually. And also maybe a sword. I might make myself a diamond sword to I keep using up all these sapphire swords. It's really bad. But yeah, that's basically that for now. As you can see, the farms are still going. I've got 2 of my engines running now because basically I bit the bullet and I got some solar panels, the advanced solar panels, and they're just pumping out power. So much power. These wind farms are pretty much obsolete now. I keep them in for like sentimental value. As you can see here, here's my like, it's going to be my entranceway. Also got a door system worked out, and it kind of just like goes in between these 2 yeah, these 2 water farms. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna like revamp this later. Up above, up here, I'm going to shove a bunch of thermopiles. And basically thermopiles are, they sit on top of lava next to water, and they take like the heat difference I think it's meant to be, and yeah, they somehow convert that into electricity, but not like the EU kind or the MJ kind. It is bluetricity, and this basically is used like specifically for like the red power kind of computer craft. I'm not sure if there's much else. You have like furnaces and stuff, but they're not very good, so you only really use it for the computer craft. And these are like the start of my computers. That's my monitor there. This is a disk drive, and this is a CPU, which basically ties everything together. CPU is hella costly. I need to like spend 9 diamonds just to make it. Made me cry inside, but once I get this door set up, I think it's going to be heavily worth it. It's going to look ace. I'm looking forward to that. As I said before, I'll probably set that up in a later video. Yeah, apart from that, I've pretty much run cable most places in my base now. I've got these little glass bits in because I have my jetpack, so I can kind of fly up and down. I do have to keep checking like every so often if it's going to run out, because I don't want to be in mid-flight and it run out on me. I'd kind of tidy up this area a little bit. Still got a little nasty bit here. These tanks are pretty much like useless now because they simply don't provide enough power. I think if I was like the mod authors, I would definitely boost the amount of power creosote gives you. Even though it gives you like coal as well, I feel like it should give you a lot more, because it's basically not viable at all as a fuel. I made a big mistake trying to be like all technical and do it this way. It's a very bad plan. But now we know. Now we know. I have just been using solar panels nowadays, which is probably bad because it's a bit cheap. I was hoping maybe, like, I know some people on the actual Mindcrack server like to use peat as like a resource. I've seen it in a few videos, so I was thinking about that. But like when I was trying not to use solar panels and I have this running, this requires a lot of energy. So I had the semi-fluid generator down there going. I had a generator underneath this. I had a generator next to it. It was getting ridiculous. So kind of had to stop that. Just gave up on the idea. I would have liked to build like a nuclear reactor or something. That would have been pretty cool. I just don't really have the materials. Well, I have different plans at the moment. I think later on in the series I will definitely build a nuclear reactor and try and automate it as much as possible. Obviously these things do have like a danger of overheating, but it's generally not that bad as long as you have like a bunch of coolant in there. You're pretty much fine, if I remember rightly. I know in Tech that was the case, but could be different, you never know. So that's pretty much it, I believe. I think. So yeah, my plan at the moment is I'm going to do a video on the doors, and then yeah, see how it goes from there. I might do like little building videos showing me kind of constructing the towers and different parts of the laboratories. I was thinking about, because this comes in here, it might be a good idea to clear this giant place and have this like a testing lab. I'm not sure. I like if you guys have seen Iron Man, where he has that like lab and he has just like the giant floor of all the cars nearby. Obviously I probably won't have cars, but I was thinking maybe if I put like some testing mats down here, like tons of like little crafting things, and I can have like maybe minecarts going all over my base, and have like the hub be here, so I can walk in the door, and then be like, I'm gonna take a minecart up to the Wizard's Tower or something like that. I think that'd be really cool. Should do that. Also, really need to make make some fertilizer. Can't jetpack to save my life. Because I think this thing, I don't know if it's worth having or not. I think maybe for trees it is. If I want to make like a rubber farm, it might be worth it. But as it stands, I don't feel like you get that much out of it. Oh good, I do have seeds in there. Mainly because like every fertilizer you put in only grows like a stage of wheat, and they have about 5 or 6 stages. So you need quite a lot of fertilizer to actually grow anything. Obviously it does like grow the whole thing at once, so yeah, I guess it's fairly useful. Especially now that everything is always planted. At least I think it's always planted. Except from those corners. Huh. That corner in particular. Very strange. Alas! Okay. But yeah, we've been doing good. The mine has been good to me. I have found so many caves. Obviously I found that portal gun that I showed you in the earlier episode. I've pretty much closed it off now, because I've been building down there. But obviously I still have all these bookmarks. So I'm going to be down there grabbing the materials, and I will see you back next time for Bluetricity.